The dawn of civilization brought us together for worshipping the good. Contemporary movies also do the same. But, if we have our favorite hero, we also have our favorite villain. But mark my words, I am not talking about those thick-head shitty villains like him. You are here to watch the cool bad guys, giving goosebumps, who make you clueless with their charm. Welcome to Cinepoddy Entertainment, and I am ready with a new list of top 7 smartest villains. I made a top 7 list because it's my lucky number. I start by maintaining formalities. Spoiler alert. Some spoilers are ahead and you might avoid them. I have made this list based on ratings. All characters appearing are ranked based on acting, smartness, intelligence, and the game-changer ideologies a villain became so. Why? I believe that smartness comes through flesh and bones. Maybe that's why famous villains like Saren, Voldemort, or Palpatine are out. I have ranked the villains based on these criterias. 1. How much the villain is smarter than the hero. 2. How the villain would outlast. This list is solely based upon my opinion, and if you do not find your favorite villain, you are welcome in the comments section. Enjoy. Let's start the list with a surprise. At number 7, we have Colonel Hans Landa of Inglourious Basterds. Egotistical and ambitious, Hans Landa takes a great deal of pride in his nickname, the Jew Hunter. When needed, Landa can be polite, charming, and stupidly funny. One who can speak many languages fluently.
Ammirata da tutti noi, questa gemma propria della nostra cultura saranno naturalmente accolti sotto la mia protezione per la durata del loro soggiorno.
Grazie.
But he is cruel, highly intelligent, sadistic, opportunistic, relentless, and ruthless at the same time. When the tide of war turns against the Nazis, he scoffs at it. He is also an opportunistic sociopath, working on pure self-interest. Christoph Waltz received the Academy Award for this Tarantino role.
Not to mention his strong sense of humor.
That's a bingo.
Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo.
You just say bingo. Bingo! How fun!
So, this Nazi official receives a 8.5 out of 10. Let's move to female psychopaths. When I pronounced female psychopath, surely Catherine Trim of Basic Instinct came to your mind. But I have a far better choice. Amy Elliott Dunn, aka Amazing Amy. Let me tell you, she is perhaps the character I hate the most. So, I would not care about spoilers and get straight into this. Okay, so Amazing Amy is a children's inspirational writer who was smart, intelligent, beautiful, specifically your dream girl. At least, she seems to. In reality, she might seem like a good girl, but she's an expert manipulator, master at playing mind games, and always gets away, no matter what.
I've killed for you. Who else can say that?
In a word, she is evil. I mean, you just think of it. A woman is found missing and her husband is considered as the suspect, and guess what? She has framed her own murder to screw up her own husband. Wow.
A head wound kind of bleed. A crime scene kind of bleed.
And I must add, she is brilliant. She has got specific ideals, but I have severe hatred for her. Maybe that's why her ideology marks her poor.
Me all you want. I don't care. I am leaving you.
I won't have to teach your child to hate you. He'll do that all by himself.
Oh, you fucking cunt.
I'm the cunt you married.
You're delusional. I mean, you're insane. Why would you even want this? Yes, I loved you, and then all we did was resent each other and try to control each other and cause each other pain.
That's marriage.
A movie where we are unsure about who was the antagonist. This savage girl gets a 7.25. Number 5 gets us to the devil himself.
New York. Yeah, he mentioned Kaiser Soze. Who?
Roger Verbal Clint from The Usual Suspects. Verbal is a villain, that's a huge spoiler itself. Throughout the movie, we find Verbal, a cripple, being interrogated by some Inspector Kuyon, where Verbal tells an incredible story of how he and his 4 cellmates were assigned by Devilish Kaiser Soze for taking boat from a ship. Sinner did not make clear the ideals of Verbal or the ranking could have been otherwise. Perhaps Kevin Spacey gave his best performance to hide the climax in the end, winning the Academy Award. And the best thing is, he kept Kuyon completely clueless, like all smart villains, and maintaining my criterias.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.
So, this cripple received an 8 out of 10. A smart supervillain features of number 4. Speaking of smart supervillains, Lex Luthor comes to our mind, and so does Magneto.
You built these weapons to destroy us.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
But how can the Joker from The Dark Knight miss? One of the most influential villains of all time, the Joker is an unknown terrorist, appearing in the city of Gotham. Notable mention, he is not terrorizing or creating havoc for money.
Let her go.
Very poor choice of words.
The coldest state villain in this list, the scars of Joker, are enough to prove his mettle. He even defeats Batman, maintaining my criteria and proving to be the smarter one.
Their spirit breaks completely until they get a good look at the real Harvey Dent. Huh? And all the heroic things he's done.
Considered as the best Nolan character, Heath Ledger received the Academy Award posthumously for portraying this clown-faced personification of chaos. He is smart, humorous, violent, and precisely, we like him more than Batman.
Let's put a smile on that face.
And...
Why so serious?
So, the Joker gets a whooping 8.75 out of 10. Before we get to our top 3, here is a quiz for you. Which villain has the highest marks in smartness? Let me know your answer in the comments, and your name could feature in my next video. You got to thank me for not disclosing any spoiler. Our number 3 is Roy Stempler from Primal Fear.
Why not?
You know, it was really tough to rank the top 3. I am not going to tell much about Roy.
You know what I can do with this thing?
Well, how the fuck should I know?
Basically, a Catholic priest is found murdered, and Aaron, an altar boy, is held as the suspect.
I don't know. I don't know who's capable of such a thing, Mr. Vale.
Telling about Aaron would be too much of a spoiler. Still, let's say Aaron has got multiple personality disorder. He's innocent Aaron and violent Roy at the same time.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Hey, this is my cell, Jack! Who the fuck are you?
Again, he is someone who fulfills all my criterias. And the shocking revelations in the end made Ed Norton get an Academy Award nomination in his first movie, and the number 3 spot in this list.
Gotta help me, please, Roy. I said, shut your mouth, you little girl. Grow up, be a man, take care of yourself.
Be a man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your name is Roy.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Yeah. What is it, Marty? Do you understand? Yeah. Harry, damn.
So, Aaron Roy Stempler gets a 8.6 for this portrayal of an altar boy. Number 2 features the ultimate badass of all time, Egon Schieder from No Country for Old Men. Schieder kills without compassion or remorse, but always with deliberation. He is described having his own set of rules, however twisted they may be.
If the rule you followed brought you to this,
Of what use? What's the rule?
What is that for?
Would you hold still, please, sir?
She either kills, or tries to kill, every person he meets. He sees himself as a hand of fate, an instrument who exacts what is to happen on those accountable. This complex character even kills the protagonist, fulfilling my criteria. He gives many of his victims a chance to survive by making personal deals or by flipping coins.
Hold on.
Don't put it in your pocket, sir. Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter. Where you want me to put it? Anywhere not in your pocket. Or it'll get mixed in with the others and become just a coin. Which it is.
So, this complex character nightmare receives a 8.5 out of 10. Before getting to our numero uno, here are some honorable mentions.
They'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me. And I'm afraid that's something I cannot...
Martin, not until I make him kill you. Slowly, intimately, in every way he knows.
Laws of celestial mechanics dictate that when two objects collide, there is always damage of a collateral nature.
Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
I know you thought he would feature in one, but somehow he didn't, maybe because he never was a villain at all. And he has got some positive shades too. When someone considers himself as a messiah by killing, he surely is a distinguishable villain.
Detective. After this, I'm gone.
No big surprise.
Detective! You're looking for me.
If you are a Detective Thriller fan, you know how correct I am to put him at 1. There are obvious reasons to put him at this spot.
It's not something I would expect you to accept. But I did not choose. I was chosen.
An unknown serial killer who murders people in a specific order and manner, each depicting the 7 deadly sins. This guy has got specific ideals, which I immensely like.
I picked the lawyer, and you both must have secretly been thanking me for that one. This is a man who dedicated his life to making money by lying with every breath that he could muster to keeping murderers and rapists on the streets. A drug dealer, a drug-dealing pederast, actually. And let's not forget the disease-spreading
Spacey's second shot in this list. His cold looks were enough to justify his rank. And the last 30 minutes, it was all John Doe.
Whatever you hear, stay away. John Doe has the upper hand. Mills!
Perhaps David Fincher couldn't have ended this thriller in a better way.
David, if you kill him, he will win.
Which makes John Doe my #1 pick and the smartest villain. So which villain did you like the most? Do you agree with my list? Share your views with me in the comments. Like this video and do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you soon.